Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing one of my personally favorite lifestyles is exercising, and that's bike packing or mountain bike riding or cycling on my road bike. And there's a lot of reasons why I do this, and I'm going to share some tips with you that I think that you would benefit as well. And the number one tip is you would sleep well. Of course, to sleep well, that includes some exercise. And exercising doesn't mean that you have to go to the gym. It's all out here as well, out here on the bike trail. And that's if you personally, you like mountain bike riding, or do you do a fast walk or a regular walk? Do you do a lot of hiking? Hiking's great too. But before all of that begins, do you guys do any exercises like stretch? And that's your quads, your hamstrings, any part of your legs. Do toe steps or a heel stretch, that works your calf, or shoulder stretches, or leg, or not leg, but I'm sorry, but your neck. Whether you roll your neck or you roll your shoulders, that is great exercise to start yourself out. And of course, on the hot days like it is today, how much water do you drink? Because it's recommended anywhere from at least 12 ounces up to 64 ounces. And that's usually about 8 glasses of water. Because I personally, I'm getting back up there now, lemon water. It's killing my Code Red, as Brian knows, my buddy. It's doing wonders. I now drink an amino acid. It's a fruit punch, and it's really good. It gives myself energy. I have some of that with peanut butter, my protein. But for you guys, it would be ideal for you to get yourself started on why you would want to. Do you want to sleep good? Are you fatigued? Because exercise helps you avoid any kind of fatigue. You sleep better, you're well rested, and you're not, as we get older, grumpy or fussy. I sleep good. I'm not stiff. Of course, like I said, I exercise a lot. This is my environment. What I enjoy doing right here is walking. But all of that, you don't have to go to and join a gym. You can do all of that out right there where you're at. But it also helps you with being your mental awareness, being in a small space, wondering what you're going to do, because there's so much of nature out here. As the Lord says, this is the day the Lord has created. Excuse me. It's one great big playground. This is the Lord's footstool. This is our playground. And I have learned that within the last few weeks of just that. Guys, car camping is not a struggle. It's a leisure. And I find it very comforting, except for when it's hot. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. When it gets really unbearable, I've mentioned I go to a hotel and I treat myself there, gather myself, get myself relaxed, ready for the work week, and then go on. But I'm getting myself ready, also prepared for winter. Because car camping and exercising in the winter, it's more too, because it's harder to walk and it's harder to ride your bike in the winter months. Because, again, myself, who likes to get out when it's cold out and say, I'm gonna go out and exercise? Well, I'm not into skiing. I don't know how to do that. I would like to learn how to snowboard, but I would be afraid to get out there and do that because I think as frail as I am, the older I get, I would probably break a bone or break a leg, and it'd take me a lot longer to heal. Then where am I going to go? I really don't have no relatives to go hang with. So, but that's fit for another day. Guys, the environment with our exercise, it helps us so much with our strength along the way. If a storm arises, which I'm gonna do in a future video of a thunderstorm safety, and stamina. Strength and stamina is key for us because we're on the go. We can grab and snatch. Yeah, we're gonna get winded, but we're gonna be aware of what to do instead of stand there and be baffled as to like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? You know? But that's where I found this as to being something great, exercising. I'm ready to go at any time. I'm up for a challenge. There's a few things I would like to do, but again, the age thing to stop me. Like paintball, I'd love to try paintball, but that's something I know I'm not fast enough with the young kids. If it'd be guys like myself get out there, I'd probably get out there and do it. Guys, what are your challenges? What do you face of what you would like to do when you're out here exercising? Are you stretching properly? Because I think when I stretch properly, I'm good. And then in the middle of the night, I get a strong cramp in my thigh. And Lord, it wakes me like no other. I mean, it's tears because I can't stretch and jump out of bed like I would normally do. Instead, I got to move my knees up to my chest and then open a door and then move ever so slowly. And it's comical, it really is. But it's painful. Guys, it's no joke. It's not. But I've learned so much that, especially like when I'm out bike packing, and that's when you bring gear out, you sleep outside. I haven't done that yet. I'm getting myself ready. I cannot wait to share that with you. But when I do that, I'm really going to hear everything. Instead of in my car, I'm not going to hear as much. I don't have to worry about having my windows up, having safety. Instead, I'm going to be in a tent, and I'm hoping there ain't nothing going to be out around me except for deer, which around here in the parks is nothing but deer. So they're not going to bother me. Skunks, but skunks ain't. I don't have no fear of skunks. Oh, excuse me. Guys, when I'm out here walking around and I meet nice folks, they're the nicest. And we talk about exercising, what we do. Some of them get out here and they push themselves to like 3 miles. I'm like, I could not run straight for 3 miles. Now, if I get myself in condition, I probably can. I watched a video on Keep Your Daydream. They had an episode on there, Jeff, and I forget which episode it was. Guys, it was so good. He did 100 miles. He's been training for months, and he did it. He qualified. It was so good. It brought me tears of joy to knowing that his wife was right there with him. And now, of course, in this lifestyle, I'm single. I don't have no wife to cheer me on. The only one I have to cheer me on is my friends, you guys, and the Lord. The Lord keeps me moving. And of course, some of the heartaches and pains that I go through at work, it's just like, I'm ready to retire, do this full time. But yes, I'm sorry, I got a little off subject. But guys, my exercise and with my eating and with my diet, I make sure salads and any kind of protein is key. Try to stay away from the fats. I like chocolate. Chocolate wins every time. It's just like my beast. That's who I lose to. Lately, I've done pretty good. But what do you guys, let me ask you this. What do you guys like to do to keep your mental state going? Do you do a lot of fishing? I would love to get into fishing myself again. But do you fish a lot? Do you read? I do a lot of writing. There's so many projects I got behind the scenes that I'm working on to keep myself busy. I don't think about food. But when it comes time to doing this right here, all of a sudden I get a mental block. I study, I prepare, I get myself ready, and next thing you know, I got to stop the video like 10 times to get it right. It's like, I got to serve you guys right, give you the right information. I get it coming out really good, and I flub up. And I'm like, Kev, this only should take you 30 minutes, and I'm up to well over an hour, because I want perfection. I want you guys to know and to hang with me and to stick with me, instead of, this guy, I don't know what he's talking about, skip. I'm sorry if you leave and you bounce, but this is what I do. This is what I do daily, is I plan, and I plan for my audience, and I plan for how I want to serve you. And it's like, what can I do? And I can't do it personally, but I can lead. I'm not a follower. I like to lead by example, instead of telling somebody, well, this is what he does, but does he do it? And then come to find out, example, I'd be nothing but a big couch potato. Be like, this guy ain't worth a crap. And that's just, of course, I'm not like that. I'm not a big couch potato. I like being outside. I'm a sponge. I like sponging up the sun. But again, I like to ask what you guys do. Because to me, again, this is enjoyment. It's peaceful. I enjoy it. And to build and to learn new skills. Let me get myself turned around. But back to my exercising. Guys, exercising is so beneficial the older we get. If you smoke, I pray that you quit, because our bodies are not made for them toxins. I pray that you feel really good every day that you get up, except for the strains. You know, we're going to have those. We can avoid them. We really can. We can avoid all of that by the older we get, just to say, I'm not going to go through that, because my parents would get up and then all of a sudden they'd be in the chair. I'd be like, I'm not doing that. I am not doing it. I'm not going to be like that. And I told them, well, Kev, when you get to be our age, well, you know, Mom, when I get to be your age, I'm going to be out like the 70-year-old guys out there riding their bikes. And I'm still out riding my bikes, and I'm 56, 57, 58. I'm 58, sorry. I'm not going to be that guy as to like be wheelchair bound. Unless, God forbid, would put me in a wheelchair, and I pray he wouldn't. But he would lead me by example, as to say, Kev, I want you to go out, and I want you to take everybody who's out here with walkers and work with them. Phenomenal. I'll do it. Because I've seen guys that's in walkers and wheelchairs, all of a sudden they're out there riding 5-10 miles because they built their strength. They have not given up. Oh, to me, why would you want to give up on that? I understand we're sore. Work 10-hour shifts. You come home, you're tired. Are you body tired or are you mentally tired? Because me, I'm mentally tired, but I'm not physically tired. Or I'm tired of, because I haven't had enough sleep. That would be a number one key factor for me. Because I usually sleep about 5 hours, which, again, to be on the healthy side when you're exercising, 8 hours of sleep. And sometimes I struggle. So, of course, this weekend, I'll gladly share, I'm in a hotel, and my Friday, I've done nothing but sleep. I slept, I bet, 12 hours. It's been a hot week. And then I said, all right, I'm not sleeping much Saturday and Sunday, which I haven't. I've been up and I've been out and about all day today. Guys, I am so glad that I am out and about all day enjoying this. I slept one part of my day, and that was for rest. It really was. And it was, to me, it was well deserved. And then I had another buddy of mine share some stuff with me this week. And I was like, okay, change a few things and you would feel better. And he was like, hey, I'm gonna have to incorporate that in my life. And he is. It's one change And that's all it takes is one little change. And he said, Kev, I felt it like in 2 days. I'm like, I told you. I mean, everything I'm learning, I've already learned. He goes, I can't believe it. I can't believe how much energy I have. I know, it's crazy. Guys, I guess the bottom line is, while we're car camping, we can still stay healthy. We can exercise our minds. We can learn. There's so much to learn besides working for the man. And again, that's another video because of the nomadic life, which I can't wait to share more with you on the nomadic part of what I'm learning. I can't share it with you yet because I don't have enough information for you. I can tell you, and then you'll be like, so where's it at? When's it coming? When's it coming? The only thing I can do, I can sprinkle. So I can share this with you. I'm working on an ebook, and I have shared that with you. It's how to not fail. But I'm so excited. And it's exercising. It's mainly on the mentality of don't give up. Don't give up. And we give up. We listen to others. And there's so much to that of why do we give up? We listen to other people. And then we fail because we're scared. The Lord says it all over in the Bible, over 300 times. Do not fear. Guys, it took me years to finally understand that. It's like our spirit inside us says, I am not a spirit of fear. I get it. I now understand it. And it's like phenomenal. You know, just like today's message, this is the day the Lord has made. Be glad and I will rejoice. Guys, this is great. This is food for the soul. This is healthy. Guys, I'm not rambling by any means, but there's so much of what we can do to stay healthy. And it all starts with us. It really does. It starts with us. By taking that one step, just like a child learning how to walk, they trust. Well, find something you trust and that you can lean on and then move forward with it. And then you'll know, like, okay, I trusted this part of the process. We always got to start small. We can't run before we walk. Just can't happen. We can't go out and do a marathon without at least training because, well, one, we're going to be bowed over. We're going to be cramp galore. We're going to be in so much pain. We're going to be begging for death. Literally, it's a figurative speech, but we won't. But it's like, you got to get prepared. And that's what car camping is all about. Being prepared. Are you ready to go through some hard pains? Because some of it, you are going to get cramps. But that's not a bad thing because you're actually waking up a muscle that's been maybe stiff in your body for so long. And it's just like, all right, Joe, I stretched that muscle today. Right on. Yeah, I hurt, but I know tomorrow stretching that muscle, it's not going to hurt. And it might, or it won't, because you're not going to know. It's just like doing exercises, first hitting the gym, and every part of your body is aching. You pulled every muscle in your body, and it's just like it just bowed you over, and you're screaming at yourself like, why did I do this? And then in a month or so, you're going to feel so good. You're going to have muscle gains. You're not going to have leg cramps. You're going to, every part of your body is going to be stretched. It's going to be, guys, it will be a glorious day. Literally, the heavens will open and you will be so happy. You'll be like, oh, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I jump on that mountain bike? Instead of, oh, I can't, and whine and moan and groan. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I mean, so I was told everybody has a different path in life. Everybody has a life story that's different. Every circumstance is different. Okay, I understand. Everybody's circumstance is different. But you have to get out and try. Well, I can't. My kids. Well, what are you going to do when your kids are grown? What are you going to say then? I have remorse. I have pity. I guess some things I don't understand because I don't have nobody. My child is grown, and I don't have to worry about that. I don't know. Guys, thank you for joining me on this. I am ever so grateful to finally to get this video spit out. I really am. I'm glad. Thanks for joining me. I really hope that you guys found somewhat of this valuable, if not entertaining. I'm glad. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't, or leave me a comment, or leave me something what you didn't like. Say, Kev, I didn't like the vlog. I didn't like you telling me about all that. Okay. Maybe it wasn't meant for you, or it was meant for somebody, or it wasn't meant for nobody. And that's fine, and I'll leave them out of future videos. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. My next video coming up is going to be on camping gadgets, what's going to help you. So stay tuned on that video. That was my next one I'm working on. So I can't wait to get that out to you. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. See ya.